A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a striking and controversial statement made on Tuesday, U.S. President Donald Trump dismissed Somali immigrants as garbage and expressed his desire to see them removed from the United States. This inflammatory rhetoric comes as part of Trump's ongoing campaign to tighten immigration policies and refocus public attention on his administration's hardline stance against immigrants. The remarks were made during a cabinet meeting and have since drawn widespread condemnation from various leaders and communities, particularly from those within Minnesota, which is home to a significant Somali population. Trump's comments were made in the context of a larger discussion about immigration, particularly following the recent shooting of 2 National Guard soldiers in Washington, D.C. Although the suspect in that incident was from Afghanistan, Trump seized the opportunity to cast doubt on immigrants from other nations, including Somalia. They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, Trump stated, further adding that their country is no good for a reason. The president's remarks are seen as part of a pattern of targeting the Somali community, which has faced increasing scrutiny and criticism during his presidency. Since the 1990s, Somali refugees have settled in Minnesota, seeking safety and a better life after fleeing civil war and unrest in their home country. Trump's comments have incited fear within the Somali community, particularly regarding his pledge to terminate temporary legal protections for Somalis living in Minnesota. This announcement has raised questions about the legality of such a directive and whether the White House has the authority to enforce it as described. Trump's recent attacks on Somali immigrants have been fueled by unsubstantiated allegations linking the community to fraudulent activities and terrorism. These claims have been echoed by conservative activists and have led to a narrative that paints the Somali diaspora as a burden on American society. However, many community leaders and advocates have pushed back against this characterization, highlighting the positive contributions that Somali immigrants have made to their communities. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey was among those who defended the Somali community, stating that they have started businesses, created jobs, and enriched the cultural landscape of the city. To villainize an entire group is ridiculous under any circumstances, Frey remarked, calling Trump's comments wrong and a violation of the moral fabric of America. In response to Trump's derogatory remarks, Representative Ilhan Omar, who herself is a Somali immigrant and vocal critic of the president, took to social media to express her discontent. "His obsession with me is creepy. I hope he gets the help he desperately needs," Omar stated, emphasizing that Somali immigrants are not the negative stereotype Trump paints them to be. The backlash against Trump's comments has been swift, with various political leaders and activists condemning the xenophobic nature of his statements. Critics argue that such rhetoric not only harms the Somali community, but also undermines the values of diversity and inclusion that America stands for. As the controversy unfolds, it remains to be seen how this will impact the broader conversation around immigration policy in the United States, especially as the nation approaches the next election cycle. The Somali community, along with their allies, continues to advocate for their rights and contributions to society, countering the negative narrative with stories of resilience, hard work, and success. Trump's comments have ignited a renewed discussion about the treatment of immigrants in America and the need for a more compassionate and just approach to immigration policy. In an era where divisive rhetoric often overshadows constructive dialogue, the voices of those affected by such comments are more crucial than ever in shaping the future of immigration in the United States. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.